Right now, you guys are listening to the W-Lav Pro, a lavalier you may be familiar with, going into this PR-4 hardwired. I mean, I just shoved it right into the side because channels 3 and 4 have a 5-volt bias for running a lavalier, which if you want to do some kind of cool thing like this, you could totally do it. What's really cool is I'm recording to the SD card and the SSD, and I've got USB audio currently going in my computer. So what I can do now is come over here in audio setup. Recording device is PR-4. And then my recording channels is stereo. And boom, I am now recording onto my Audacity session right here from the PR-4. And if I want to go in, I can change the routing menu, turn on and off certain channels. This is taking the left-right mix into something if you want to miss as a backup. If you need to send this to a Zoom session, Google Meet, if you're trying to do some kind of conference with a client is trying to get a signal in, you can send them audio via USB right in. Or if you're got a big cart setup and you're like, my setup doesn't have the USB audio, I got to figure out how to send it over. This will take your AES out of your big giant cart, right in, convert it to USB, and you're good to go. It's 24-bit, 32-bit linear, and 32-bit float. And then the output of the actual USB is 24-bit, 48 kilohertz. We're recording right now in 32-bit float. We've got actually a left-right mix going to the SD card, and we have a polywave going to the SSD. And then we have the mix tracks outputting the USB over here to our session. And if I were to crank up my gain, I've actually got negative gain here, so I need to go in and add a little bit of gain. And as you can see, instantly, there is the gain, and it's live mixing out of my session. And as I talk louder, it goes up, and as I turn my knob, it instantly reacts. So this is taking your mix, sending it off. If you want to use this with auto mix, just for the purpose of like a decent mix being sent to client via Zoom. So it's just one more tool that this little guy, this little recorder, mixer, adapter box can do. Audio currently cannot come from the Mac back in yet. That's what we're going to say. We're working. We have those firmware updates. One of the things those firmware updates is going to include, right now we're not calling it audio interface. This is more 2-channel USB mic output, right? It's a one-way kind of thing. We are looking to turn on both directions to be proper USB audio interface. And then what a lot of people have been asking also is, do I need the battery installed to run the unit via USB in this type of mode? No. So even if you are just running it as a audio interface, the power from your computer will power the unit more than enough to keep the thing running, so you don't need to worry about battery life. It's just an audio interface box at that point. We have a new firmware update that just launched this week that fixes a few minor tweaks and bugs and compatibilities. It just makes the polish a little bit better. Nothing was completely unusable, but people were like, I wish it kind of could do this, or I'm having a little bit communication issue with my Mac. We fixed a lot of that and optimized. And then we have more firmware planned for rollout the rest of the summer. I think we have 2 or 3 more firmware major updates coming this summer, about once a month for the next 3 months. Shipping now, go to Gotham, get your unit. We just took care of all the pre-order folks. If you buy now, not gonna lie, it's gonna take a little bit. We did sell out, but they are shipping, they are happening, things will happen. Go to Gotham Sound.
Awesome.